GNU talks are still ongoing about the fate of the Democratic Alliance. The ANC has since thrown the ball in the court of the DA to decide if they still want to be a part of it. The EFF has entered the fray, saying they would never consider working in a GNU government with the DA and FF+.
Comrades, we can promise you now, we will never work in a government that includes the DA. We will never work in a government that includes Freedom Front Plus. Those are the people who killed our own people. When we say this is the enemy, if you don't know how the enemy looks like, just look at DA, just look at Freedom Front Plus. Those are the enemies of progress, and we will never work with them. The ANC, if it wants us to vote with them, because they no longer have numbers, they must change the DA out of the executive, then we can consider working together. We need to work, and this government work for you. We must work for Twe. We must work for all the victims of Omotoso.
Malema highlighted the need for the land to return to its rightful owners, further adding that they do not support the Expropriation Act in its current form.
As long as the land is still in the hands of the minorities, there will never be peace in South Africa. How can you have peace with people who are landless? Our people want land. Our people want dignity. Our people want to defeat poverty. Our people want to defeat crime. You can only do that when you have the land.
The party has called on the government to retaliate against the tariff hikes imposed by the Trump administration.
We should retaliate, especially because if you look at the AGOA, it benefits the capitalists in South Africa. It does not benefit South Africans as much as it should. We should look at doing trades with our BRICS countries. We should look at other measures on how we can do trading, because Trump is flaunting his power around, thinking that African countries are so dependent on him. We need to also make sure that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement gets implemented and comes into action.
Meanwhile, party members weighed in, highlighting the need for young people to be conscious of their history.
This place used to be called Transvaal outside Johannesburg. It was actually a farm. It was bought by an Afrikaner called Herman, and he named this place Sophia Town after his wife Sophia. So if you can understand, there's no place in South Africa where you can go where it's called Noctula's Town, but we have a place in South Africa called Sophia Town. So you can understand the importance of that. We can't be ignorant of such things. We need to know that our people were forcefully moved from here by Dave Malan into areas like Meadowlands and Diepkloof. My grandmother, before she passed, may her soul rest in peace, she used to say that when they left Alexander, they used to reside here, but they were forcefully removed. So it's very important that we always remember against forgetting.
As EFF, it's our fight, and we shall never rest until we know that our people have reclaimed back their land, because our land is our dignity, our land is our heritage.
The party vowed to fight against the VAT hikes. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.